There you go. Please come to your seated position. You're in the exploration of sitting without the hands. Maybe you're just using less and you start up with more elevation in that. Just practice getting in and out of the chair without using your hands to start where you are. Create a stable foundation, sitting in a way that supports peace in your body and also not overly fussing with it necessarily here. Just let it be. Find your axial extension, sitting tall from that groundedness. Bringing gentle length to your spine, noticing the top of your head, gently reaching that long neck. Let your shoulders rest on the top of your torso. Settle your hands so that your shoulders are relaxed. Let your hands relax. Breathing in deeply through your nose. Breathe out deeply through your nose. Feel the breath contract, bringing the Uddiyana Bandha, the uplift in the low belly. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Feel the breath move down and centered into the belly center, really working with the belly center for summertime. Breathing in. And it's not anything hard. It's a tone. It's a groundedness, little awareness down low below the breathing. A couple of breath techniques for summertime, sitali season. Next time you breathe in, breathe across your teeth. Inhale through your mouth across your teeth. A little sound, feel the air cool. Exhale out the nose, seal the mouth. Try that. Teeth breathing. Nose, breathe out. And the other technique with this is across the tongue. Maybe it's flat, maybe it curls. We don't have control over that necessarily. So whichever you have, maybe try it with a flat tongue. Just let the breath go in. Close your mouth, breathe out through your nose. Flat tongue or curl if you would like to try that kind of tube. Nose, exhale. Keep your breath in your nose. And then we have the mouth exhale of the Om or the hum. Breathing in, reach up your arms. Breathe out, find the center. Inhale, sitting tall. Om. We keep emptying, keep letting go. And release. Fingers back, heart lift pose. Usually we do the fingers forward in this one, but easy lean back arms like all these. And let your legs come out of their folds. Lift up your chest. Mindful front shoulders and chest. Let that area open. Breathe into your heart center. Find the downward gaze. Whenever we go into spinal extension like this, downward gazing. It helps some part of us stay grounded. It also helps keep our necks a little bit in the other direction. Help keep the neck long. And release. Come back on your mat if you have your ankles off like I did. And you can be elevated for this or infinity pose, side bending. Bring your right ankle above your left. Hook your feet together. We're playing with boat pose because it's summer. So lean back and see if you can lift up the package of your legs or just think about it. Just find that lean back, push your hands, try to lift one more time. Lean back, see about lifting, and ease that up. That was hard. Over to the left side, spread your hands, slide it out. Free self-expression here. Where do you want to stop with that reaching? Your pose. Lengthen your side. That right hip a little heavy. Stay lifted out of your shoulders. Notice what you did with your head and do the same thing on the other side. One more breath. With some slowness, come up, drag the hand, release, find center. Tuck your chin, mountain pose, draw back your toes. Or staff pose, seated mountain. One more time. Stretch your neck. Lift your chin, bringing balance to your head, relax your feet. Cross the other way. Ask the feet to connect with each other. Spread your hands by my thighs to help make push and lean back. Lift the legs, try that twice more. Lift something, start with the corners of the mouth. One more time. Be about finding some kind of lift. Come down and relax. Keep the feet gently together. Second side. For one. Come into a meditative state of breathing. Body awareness. Concentrating on those aspects of the practice so that you don't have to give yourself a project. You already have one. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, relax. Please come up to your feet. Creating that axial extension, grounded foundation, mountain pose. Notice pelvis, you tend to throw it forward or lift your butt way up behind you. Try to find a nice centered evenness. Tamas. Samasthiti, same standing. Samasvriti, same waves, breath. Starting out by shifting your weight into your left leg, maybe getting a piece of paper under your right, whatever your arms would like to do. So centered is easier. This challenges us. Root of the big toe, helping you stay balanced, feeling the hip stabilizers. And exhale, come back to both feet, ground your hands. Other side. Listing off center to the other direction. Maybe your toes come off, maybe they refer to the floor, it's okay. Stay tall, steady eyes. One more time. And bringing yourself back to center. Shiva's twist, one of the Shiva poses. Shift back into your left foot. Bring your right leg forward. You can stay on your toes. Elbows up, hands up, dance the fingers. Standing twist. So you can keep the toes down. Bring your torso around. If you'd like to lift your knee and bring it across, you can add that. If you need a reset, just keep trying. Trying for about 8 breaths, recreating rotation in the spine. 2 more. Bring it back to center. There's the upper and then the lower. Bring it down. Tadasana. Second side. So you can keep those toes down if that's what you need today to stay stable here, to be able to find the rotation. Three, 4. Bringing it all together. You notice where it challenges you and give that some attention. One more time. Bring yourself out and come down, release. Everything else is easier by comparison. Trying to get you to have a lighthearted attitude. And sun gratitude. So bright and vibrant right now. So much growth, so much energy, grounded into the soles of your feet. Sweep your arms up into the air, breathing in. Bring them down the center lane, breathing out. Take the time you need in these transitions, head down. It's all part of it. Transition to straight spine, half lifting pose. Breathe out, fold forward. Tuck your chin and then inhale, extend. Axial extension, not back bend. Fold is a forward bend. One more time to the half lift, breathe in. Now going back, just the right leg back. And spraying the foot and opening into the rotation. Back knee could be down, for example. You could be on your fist or block. One more time, breathe deeply. Release, stepping back. Bring that knee towards your nose. Letting the upper back round in this plank. Reach it up and back into the three-leg dog, free expression. Spread your hands. Reach that leg long out of the socket. Maybe move your ankle. And then bring that, face your pelvis back towards the ground and bring that knee to the outside of your elbow on the same side. 2, 3, use your whole body. 4, and 5. Reach back, bring your knees down, untuck and stretch back into extended balasana, child's pose. So there's a little bit of lengthening in the arms and spine. The brain is grounding. It has that bowing quality, the namaste quality, honoring. Cow spine, let it rise into an inhale, coming up, bring your knees under your hips, extend. Cat spine, stay as you are, just shift the mid back towards the ceiling. So try not to move your hips up and down, but gently lift your tail and your face, breathe in, gaze at your nose. Tone in the tummy, helps pull your spine up, tuck your tail, tuck your chin, press hands, breathe out. One more of those, take time to really stretch out. These seems like a little like filler or resting, but they're actually really important movements of the spine, working through the bones and joints. Release. Kanda Adho Mukha, downward face. Pick up and reset your hands. That just helps promote that flow of energy, that openness, encouraging them to be strong and open. Then let your head come down. Gaze towards your navel. Broad shoulders and chest. Focus on stability. As important as flexibility, as important as mobility. One more time. Determined uplift in your low belly. Other side, high lunge twist. Give yourself some time to find the high lunge and then to open it out. Core steady. One more time. Not going into a back bend, just reaching straight up. Release back to the downward dog, bringing that knee in towards your nose. 3-leg dog. You could go to your forearms or tabletop if you need to. I know this is a long session on the hands and wrists. Bring it on, pelvis facing the ground again, and bring the knee out by the elbow for a few breaths. Think about crow pose. Coming back, knees down. Drape the arms, Balasana. If you'd like to, come to your forehead or even rise up to the top of the head very lightly in rabbit pose. Concentration. Release from the top of the head if you lifted there. Dive out to your belly. This is one long sun gratitude practice. Lifting up your knees, stretch it out. Down the forearm bones. Feel your legs, feet, everything working to hold you strongly, and then coming down if you're not already there. It's cool. I did say to go to your belly. Stretch your arms overhead, please. Widen your pelvis. Pull up into seal pose. Stick your hands and then pull them back as you lift your chest. Listen to what your body says is a good amount for today. Gently stimulating. One more time. Release down. Relax your heels out to the sides. Turn your head to the right side. Shoulders down the back. Little neck stretch. Grounding the front body. A good pose to let the eyes rest. Follow inhale to bring your head to center. Switch the stack of your hands. Turn your head. 5 breaths. Slow. For exhale, feel the gentle tone in the low belly naturally happens. Breathe out one more time, building on that. Bring your head back to center. Bring your hands by your chest. Bring your feet together. Cobra, lift up. Gaze down your nose. So tendency to look forward, which is making your neck short, making my neck short. So long neck, gaze down. One more time, maybe take the hands away, lift your chest, and release. Dolphin pose, one way to come off the belly. Create the triangle with the forearms and hands. Tuck your toes, pike up, walk in. Little steps on the balls of the feet. Bring your head between your elbows. The arms pressed strongly into the ground, creating uplift in the shoulders and belly. One more time. Strong belly. Bring your knees down if you would like to, or try coming up to downward dog from there. Settle your heels down and breathe out. Coming forward, breathing in, halfway lift. Forward fold, 5 breaths, your choice. You might come back to this one, but make a choice that supports you right now. Letting your back body lengthen. One more time, breathe out. Transfer your hands to your pelvis, bending your knees. Sitting into chair pose, coming up. Focus on lowness today, and holding the sides of the pelvis can help you ground your seat, help you lengthen your spine. Open feet. 4, 5, inhale, determined pressing. Rise. Sweep the arms, gaze up. Bring them down the center line. Breathe out. With the right leg stepping back. The big step, the warrior step. Bend your front knee out over your ankle. Hands to the sacrum to begin. Fingers down, gently guiding you into this back bend. This one has the spinal extension. Downward gaze down the nose. Let your arms come up, hands find each other, elbows bend, rest your head into your forearms. Connect with your foundation. One more time. Moving into warrior C. Keep your concentration strong. Reach your arms forward, straighten your front leg, and the back leg touches and then lifts. 1, 2, stability, concentration. Bring it on back to mountain. Other side. Creating a state of concentration with the mind. Warrior A. Use your clever feet and ankles to find that foundation. Bring your hands behind you to guide your pelvis forward. Open the front shoulders a bit. Hands find each other up and back. Your head can even rest back into your arms. Grounded pelvis. Forward ribs. 4 and 5. Concentrate on a place out in front of you with your gaze as you straighten and explore Virabhadrasana C. Unwavering concentration, no matter what happens. Don't be disturbed if you come out, just try again. Willingness and an open heart. Bring yourself back into mountain and just let it be. Come to the left side of your mat. Wide parallel feet, lateral lunge. Bend your right knee towards your toes. So this is not side lunge, safety message. It's not the turnout one. It's not the warrior one. It's the straightforward knee bends towards the toes. Doesn't need to be big. Lateral stabilizers. One more time. Press and come up. Other side. Track your knee towards your toes. Doesn't need to be big. Hands on the thighs. Free flow of energy and breath. Loading that one foot. One more time. Press the legs straight, find center, reach your arms, wide feet. Bring your hands behind your back. Mindful, so there's a little internal rotation. Get the hands together and down, squeeze mindfully. Keep a little forwardness in your shoulders. Chin down. Chin up, up, up. Chin down. Up. Nose gaze for sure. Down the nose. Find center. Release your arms, let them out, stretch. Bring them back behind you. We'll do the side to sides. Change the weave. Right ear, right shoulder. Over to the other side. One more breath or two each way, side, side. Using your arms to so Finding center. And release. Now the side lunge. I call this one where we do a 45-degree turnout. Loading the right leg. Come on down. Spread your foot. One more time. Coming on up, find center, a little glute squeeze at the top. And over to the other side. Track the knee right towards the toes, 45 degrees-ish. So much strength, stability. One more time. And lengthening that inseam of the back leg. Come on out, press, find center, glute squeeze, tall. Warrior B. Completing that turnout with the right leg and the knee over the ankle. So it's that 90-degree turnout. The back toes stay facing to the side. Stretch your arms front and back. Palms up, soft shoulders today. Maybe move your arms in space a little bit. And then let them gently reach as your head turns. Pelvis is heavy down the center line in this pose. One more time, breathing out. Other side. Rest if you need to with your arms, otherwise keep them. Find a nice amount of space between your feet. Add the head turn, maybe the little arm movement to feel them in space. Hold steady, 3. 5. Relax arms coming out. Back to the first side, please. Start with the warrior B. Bring your arms alongside your ears. Inhale. Side angle pose. Exhale. Leaning out. You can ground that bottom arm or just reach it today. Same foundation as warrior B, except we bring the torso over to the side. Come up, inhale, straighten your leg as well. Turn yourself to the second side, bend your knee, and then lean over, extended side angle variation. Helps us to stay really grounded, to take out the arm support. One more time. Come up, inhale, upward reach, feet parallel, downward reach, bring down your arms and come to a wide forward fold to finish this sequence. So what changes with the legs wide versus together? Where would you like to go? Spinning the fingers and walking the hands back, one choice. So where you want to go with your arms today. There's only so much time for practice. Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, pelvic floor is connected to the inseams of the legs and to the low belly lift. That gathering in energy. One more time. Slowly breathe out. Feel that tone in the low belly. And take several cycles of breath to release yourself up to standing. Setting your shoulders, come back to mountain. Yeah. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, reach down. Left leg going back this time, bringing the knee down. We'll start to work ourselves closer to the ground, coming up. Low lunge. Stretch the arms out. This is a solar plexus belly chakra practice of turning the torso from the low lunge. Don't go too far with this. Our pelvis is forward, so this is a twist that moves above. It's a mid-back rotation, and slowly go the other way. Let's explore that open belly rotation. Coming back to center, release your arms. Changing sides, use your hands or not. Keep practicing that hands-free stuff to make it easier. I feel like it's really coming along for me. I don't know how long I've been into it, but okay, rotation. And working it into my lifestyle, into my yoga practice for a while now. Coming over the other way. Back to center, release your arms. Come to your knees. If you need a cushion, bring it under. Bring your hands down. Threading the needle pose with an option to stretch a leg back. Let's see if I can lead us into this one. So come to tabletop with plenty of room behind you. Make sure you have space behind you. Find your Uddiyana, your tone, your upward flying, low belly. Then bring your right arm and open out to the side into that thread the needle revolution, mid back twist, and then the other way coming through. Refine that supportive hand to come down with a long neck. And stay just like this if you'd like to. If it feels interesting to extend that left leg up into the air, you could add that. I like to keep my hands on the ground, but you could reach your left hand up if you felt really secure. I feel like this is pretty challenging as it is. All right, just exploring, finding stability all these different ways. Bring that leg down. Sweep it out to the side, the toes forward, and rise up into Parigasana. So reverse out of your needle thread, twist, and then side bend. Feel the energy, your vital energy. Just enjoy being alive while you practice. Teaches us that. Other side. Tabletop. Mid-back rotation. Honor what is. Mid-back rotation the other way. Mindful lowering. Find the foundation on the side of the head. Refine your foundation as needed. Maybe the right leg reaches back if that's too much. If it strains your body too much, don't do it. Just keep developing. Maybe have it just reach back with the toes on the ground. Do bring the leg down. Sweep it out to the side where you're looking. Rise up, reverse out. So there's a little bit of that opening, turning into the side bend of gate pose. One more time. Take your time coming up. Back to the balance. Coming into a seated pose, an option to go through squatting to sit. If you'd like to tuck your toes, use your hands. So you work your way to your seat in another way. Baddha Konasana. Bound angle pose. Bring your feet together. Give yourself support if you need it under your pelvis or your knees. And Create a basket around your toes, sitting up tall. As you breathe out, tilt forward with an extended spine. This one has the heart reaching to the floor in front of your feet. Elbows can rest on the inner legs to just give a little feedback. Breathe very slowly. One more time. Exhale. Coming up, breathing in, release your legs together and out. Lean back, easy hands, so fingers back, lift your chest. Feel the energy flow. And as a yin practice today, as part of our finishing, dragonfly, which is wide leg seated pose. So there are bodies that are going to need to use the hands behind, and it's a nice place to start for all of us. Just giving you the choice to pop a blanket underneath your seat or underneath your knees. So find your own wide, like standing. We do this one regularly, not as much seated though, but the same form as like a half lift in standing forward wide fold. Sorry. Let's start with center. This is a yin, so we're going to take out our muscular effort, even coming in. So come forward, ease your body forward. Try to relax your legs. Find a place where you can feel some sensation, gently tugging at your connective tissue. Calm breathing. Getting to know your body and easing into a place where you can breathe well, where you can find peace. Maybe 5 more slow breaths. Process. Take time with the coming out. Slowly coming upright and then guiding your legs out of the wide form. Easy lean back. Maybe stretch the tops of your feet and the bottoms a few times. Spread your toes. Point your toes and then squeeze the toes. That helps strengthen your feet. Not too much, no harming. Relax, spread toes, look at them. Try to get them to cooperate and let them relax and be neutral. Let's have a moment for a sip of water if you'd like, and then coming down to the back of your body. Having the figure 4 pose as a yin, so I time to spend some extra time there. If you'd rather do the sleeping swan pigeon pose variation as yin, you may choose that. So see how that is the same shape in the hip, whichever is best for your body for a minute's time. Take your time getting in there. So relaxing the muscular effort. It's called a threading needle pose sometimes because we can weave the fingers around the thigh as a way of creating the stability of the pose to be still in it. Make sure that you have a free flow of energy in your spine. Stillness and quietness. We don't have a whole lot of that during the daylight hours usually, so one of the benefits of yoga. One more minute. Rest your eyes. Connected with breathing. Mindful release. Freedom of movement, or just finding a different shape, finding where does your body want to go in response to that. So that's doing a fold in the front pelvis, maybe something that stretches that out, like three-legged dog, or just lying back. Feel your energy flow. Let your senses guide you into the present moment. Our interaction with the world. Time for the second side. Something similar, even if your body has a lot of difference in this kind of position, that's something that we can work with. Meet it where it is. Make sure your spine has length and centeredness. Connect with your breathing. Yin, take away your muscular effort. Only what's needed. Receiving this as part of your rest. Meditation. As we're holding our bodies just so, we're asking the muscles to be quiet. We're finding a little bit of sensation in the connective tissues of the body. Gentle rhythmic breathing. Another minute's time. So patient. Allowing our thoughts to quiet so that we may see things as they truly are, that we can be alive, and that's enough. About time for slow letting go of these actions. Let this all be informative to you, wanting to work respectfully. Sthira Sukha Asanam applies to yin as well, where the stability and ease are combined. Allow time for that three-legged dog from pigeon style, or just letting the front body open up a bit. Whatever you feel like doing is the typical yin instruction. Just go where you want to go. Make your way to your back if you have been in another shape, and bring your feet in. Heels together, toes out. Ground your arms beside you. Inhale deeply. Exhale, tone your tummy. Back to the muscles. Inhale, lift up your hips into a bridge variation. Head slides away from the feet as needed. Try to straighten your legs. Setu Bandhasana. Find that uplift in your hip muscles. Grounding the upper back, the back of the head, the arms. One more time. Try to straighten your legs. And then try to bend them to ease your way back down. Turn out the heels and then relax. Bring in your knees. We've been working on lifting. I just did a little low back resettle there. Take care of yourself. So lifting both feet if you like. Bring them in close to your body. Ground your arms. Tone your belly. Exhale. See about lifting both sets of toes, and maybe one lifts a little earlier. That's fine. Just work with it where it is. Keep it close. Bring them up into the air. The big toes touch. Heels a little separated. Rest your hands on your thighs. Maybe a little gentle downward moving finger connection around the legs where you can easily reach for lymphatic flow. Light touch if you do it. All the surfaces that you can easily access. Grounding your hands on your thighs again. Feel the movement of the breathing. Breathe out one more time. You can bring your knees down as you do so. Bring them into your chest. I'll open up the freedom of exploration ideas here for your knees to chest work on your back. What would you like to do with that right now? Can be some movements or stillness. Happy baby, rocking, all fine. Tractioning that lower back space. And guiding the knees back together. If you'd like to lower your feet to the ground, using that same method of having them close, I'm pulling my knees towards my chest as a way of resisting coming down, grounding arms, strong low belly. Keep the control or do one foot down at a time as you need to. Stretch out your right leg. Bring your left knee across your body, knee down twist. Catch that back of the leg with your foot so that is grounded. Bring it across, roll your head the other way. Stretch it open. One more. Back to center, changing side, stretching out the other leg. Bring it across, hit the toes, stretch it open. Settle into a nice big release of the spine and rotation. Learning not to hold back in your practice and not to force, but to find your space. Time to rest. Take care of yourself with support that you need. Keep it simple. Just like you know, easy pose, chair pose, triangle pose. The alignment of Shavasana is centered and released. The action is a full letting go. Restorative, not yin, but letting go all the way. No tugging. Let yourself be supported by the ground, any supports that you need under your body. Relax your toes, your knees. How about your hips and your low back? Any refinements needed there for that area to feel easeful and balanced? The halves of the pelvis free to go to either side. Rest your ribs, your shoulders, your skull. Elbows soft. Feel the energetic hum of your hands as they rest. Bridge of the nose, jaw, eyes. Breath free. In your stillness, you might rest in the resting phases of the breath where you're empty, and it's okay. You just hang out there a little bit. You can come to fullness and let that pause as well. Let your diaphragm have a moment. Just observing what can happen naturally without trying to develop that or anything. Bring your hands to your torso And find the center line of your torso, your navel center, that line between your sternum and your belly button, and just tracing that gently, just feeling that midline, that energy. Rest your hands on your belly center for a moment. Let their weight gently ground you there. Bringing this groundedness with you as you meet the day. A nice little rest exercise. Some new energy for the brain. If you wanted to rest further or do some meditation to follow, that is appropriate, but also I try to make it as complete as possible for including all of these things. With gratitude, breathing in. Thank you. Hydrate. Eat lots of fruit. Enjoy the juicy fruits and vegetables of the season. Some of that, the Ayurvedic wisdom. And I love the freezing cold beverages that I try to drink. I'm not too cold, not too much ice. As tempting as it is, it puts out our digestive fire. So anyway, I'm trying this little changes on stuff like that. See how it works for you.